How's it going, everyone? It's Sam. We are looking at Workhorse today because I actually just bought in a little bit more, and I'm going to go through how much I'm buying, when I'm buying, why I'm buying, and kind of look at some different situations for what could happen in the future. So if you guys like this kind of thing, please leave a thumbs up. I've been making a lot of Workhorse videos, but a lot of people like them. So if you guys like them and want to continue to see them, please leave a thumbs up. Also, I want to hit on the fact that WeBull has this bonus offer right now where they're giving away 3 free stocks. So one, if you just open an account and it's worth up to $250, and then you get 2 more if you deposit $100 worth up to $1,600 each. So they are doing this for about 10 days. Definitely worth considering. So Workhorse is down again today, and they are below $20 a share. They are down about 6% on the day, and this has been a terrible last week for Workhorse, last couple weeks, and we've seen just massive dips in the whole sector, right? For DPHC, for Workhorse, and I did a video earlier today about the new Hummer EV and kind of the traditional car manufacturers making a run on these new EV companies. And I think that's part of it. I think part of it is just the general market for EV is kind of deflating a little bit. For Workhorse, we've also seen the USPS contract be pushed out, but we haven't gotten really any bad news for Workhorse. It's not like we've seen their vehicles do terrible or the fact that the USPS said that they weren't going to get the contract or anything like that. I think it's just normal deflation after people were hyped up about the stock and a lot of short sellers are buying in. A lot of people are selling out because they don't want to wait this long for the USPS decision. They think their money is better used somewhere else. And I just did a video yesterday talking about how I didn't want to sell because the USPS could announce any minute that we did get part of this contract. Now, I do want to hit on the fact before I go over exactly what I'm buying and when, I want to go over the fact that Ark Invest does carry this stock in their autonomous technology and robotics ETF, and they have been buying shares, so they have 838,000 shares. But you have to take this with a grain of salt, right? Because we talked about this in a previous video. What's really important is the weighting. So with this company, they're getting so much money into these ETFs that the weighting is what's important because people keep on throwing money in there. They're going to continue to buy shares. And the weighting's actually changed by about 0.5% over the last few weeks. It's decreased in weighting. Now, you can take that one of two different ways. You can think that, okay, either Workhorse is not good because Ark Invest isn't wanting to buy more, and Ark is well known for being a very innovative company. And you could think, okay, that is worrisome because Ark isn't buying more. They're not keeping their weighted portfolio the same, buying the same amount of Workhorse. Or you could think of it as, okay, they might just be trying to de-risk a little bit. Maybe some other companies have been doing really well. Or maybe it's just that the company's share price has gone down, right? So it's gone down 30% in the last month. It could just be that the value of shares keep on dropping, right? So that's something that a lot of people haven't considered either, that the weighting might be less just because the stock value isn't as high. So there are two different ways of thinking of it in that respect. Now, I want to go over what I'm doing because I did just buy some more shares. And I'll cover what I added and how much I'm adding at different positions. But we saw it go down to $19 a share, or about $19 a share. I did say the other day that I would be adding if it dropped below my cost basis, and it did. So let's take a look at what I am buying. So I added about 5% of my position, and it dropped to about $19.15. So that about is this right here, the $19 per share. Now, I bought a little bit early because I didn't want to see if it actually dropped below there, but I plan on buying more if we keep on seeing it drop. So if it drops again, let's say to $16 a share, I'll add another 5% of my position. So about 5% of where the portfolio is now or where the position is now, I'll add another 5%. And I realize we might not get to $16 a share. I realize that this isn't a huge amount of position added, but like I've said before, I am pretty comfortable with how much I hold right now. But if we see it drop drastically, and that is pretty drastically, that's another 15% or so, I plan on buying a little bit more because I think that it's a very good value at that price. Now, if we see it drop again and we see it go to $13 a share, I realize that that is very low. I don't think I have been buying Workhorse since it was $13 a share. But again, I plan on buying a little bit more. Again, I am comfortable with my position now, but I plan on buying another 10% then. So 10% of what the position is now, I will add when it comes to $13 a share. And I know that's probably very, very reserved for what everyone is thinking, but I am trying to save money up. I'm trying to invest in other ways. I'm trying to diversify. So I realize that I could probably get a lot higher return if it does drop to $13 a share. I probably should be buying more than this, and maybe this will change, but right now I'm thinking that I'll add 10% to my position and increase my portfolio in that way. And again, I apologize if you are more bullish than this, but we have to go with our guns and go with what we're comfortable with. If we drop again to $10 a share, I'll add another 10%. And again, this is if we don't get the USPS decision, right? So if we get the decision and we didn't get any part of the contract, I probably won't be buying in if it keeps dropping, right? I'll probably sell out like I've talked about before. I will sell out and just try to hold out and maybe buy back in when it drops lower. But right now we haven't gotten a decision or anything like that. It just continues to fall because of the shorts and the people that are selling off because they don't want to hold. Then if we drop even lower, and I realize this is kind of crazy, I will add 20% of my position if it hits $7. I don't think we're going to hit $7 unless we flat out don't get the USPS contract, but I will add 20% of my portfolio or 20% of a position onto what I already have. So at that point, like I said, I could change it. I could be so excited and so bullish that I double what I have in the stock. But right now, I don't see that as the way to go. I want to continue to diversify. Like I said, I want to continue to play it a little bit safer than that. But that is what I'm considering. Now, again, we could see the stock keep on dropping. We've seen a bad couple of weeks. We've seen it drop from about $30 a share to $19 a share, going down about 36%. And again, it could be from a variety of factors, but I'd be curious in what you think, why you think the stock is going down, what you think we will hit, whether you've been buying more, whether you've been selling off, whether you have been holding, whether you've been nervous or excited. Personally, as it keeps dropping, I'm getting a little bit more excited, right? So, of course, I would love to see it go to $40, $50, $60 a share right now, but it offers a buying in opportunity. And as we get closer to the USPS decision, I think we'll continue to see it go up. I think, part of it too is the election is coming up. So I think some people are trying to de-risk their portfolio. And Workhorse is definitely a risky stock. That's not a stock that you buy for a guaranteed 4, 5, 6, 7% rate of return. This is a stock that's going up 100% or down 100%. And of course, I'm not a financial advisor. I could be completely wrong, but that is my thinking on it. So thank you guys for watching. Thank you for letting me know your thoughts below and hitting the like button. I really appreciate that. Thank you for all the support you guys have offered. And thank you for checking out the link down there to WeBull to get those 3 free stocks. Again, it's a very limited time, so you might as well do it if you've been considering it. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate it, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.